And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Dalton throwing on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He shakes it off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And Dawson's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, here's Dawson back out now to send this one away on the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
The trap's back down in that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Dalton. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. This give is to McCoy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, Doug. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, it's McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Lawrence. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down now after the pass completion. In motion comes the tight end left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton, Bennett bruising ahead. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards.
Awfully nice when you have an athletic tight end who can go up and get the football. But when they're running a corner route, if they have any type of a fake inside, when they make the break to the corner, it's like they're running downhill away from defenders, and that usually gives them space to make a nice catch.
From midfield here, Dalton. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fresh set of downs here. Here's Dalton. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Second down following the run. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he He's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back now in Seattle, Washington.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Accelerating, and off he goes. goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he loses the football the second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Marcel Darius with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's got room. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Dalton. Caught left side, Bennett. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. On the counter, here's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Dalton here from the gun. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, it's McCoy. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the first down play. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he's going to let it go deep, right side. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. They give him a gain of 38. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense in overtime to put him in the red zone. That was huge.
I like your description there because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Here's Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Second down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. And he motions the wide receiver. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati.